How is everyone? No, it's a surprise for him. Yeah.
Praise God.
So I just have a few moments to put together. So I want to share a little bit of something we've been talking about on Wednesday nights. Sorry?
What version would you like?
The Complete Jewish Bible?
I use Complete Jewish Bible.
All right.
Let's do that if it's available.
It's available.
All right.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Praise
I didn't know.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Praise God. Thank you. 1,700 years ago, Constantine came on the scene. And we have been enduring lies for 1,700 years. The message, if you're listening to it, the message that's going across this country right now, especially Western Christianity, is come out from among her.
Hallelujah.
And it's talking about Babylon. The one major deception that Constantine did was he said he combined Mithraism with Christianity. And he said that anything that is Jewish is punishable by death. This is what he did. This is the lie. This is the foundation of the lies that we've been enduring for 1,700 years. This is where Christmas comes from, where Easter. I mean, I'm not going to get into the details of this stuff. What has this got to do with Revelation chapter 4?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Hal Lindsey wrote a book called The Late Great Planet Earth. And I know we're all familiar with this. And he gets into the Antichrist and the book of Revelation and the end times and all of this. And he perpetuated a doctrine that had been boiling up since the 1800s. All kinds of things. Since then, it seems like everybody wants to understand the book of Revelation. And they go into certain things and they try to describe things with our Gentile, Constantine deceived mind is what they're trying to do. And Revelation chapter 4 is a great example of this. I'm going to, real briefly, because we went into a lot of detail on Wednesday night, but let's look at verse 4. Surrounding the throne were 24 other thrones. Now, let me set the stage a little bit. We're looking in the throne room of heaven.
Yes. All right.
The Apostle John was taken up in spirit into the throne room of heaven, and he's looking around, and this is what he sees. And verse 4 says, surrounding the throne were 24 other thrones, and on the throne sat 24 elders, dressed in white, that's important, wearing golden crowns, that's also important. From the throne came forth lightnings, voices, thunderings, and before the throne were 7 flaming torches, which are the sevenfold Spirit of God. In front of the thrones was what looked like a sea of glass, clear as crystal.
Yes.
How many we've heard songs? Cast our golden crowns around the glass. You see, I'm singing it badly, but
No,
you know the song, right? There's poetic license being thrown at this. Everybody wants to know, who are the 24 elders? In fact, I imagine that there's been cults that started. I'm one of those 24 elders, and you need to honor me. And,
I'm sure.
oh my gosh, all of the things that have come out of this, it's just been a nightmare. About 4 or 5 years ago, my prayer was, God, I want to know you for who you really are, and I want to know what Peter, James, and John knew.
Yes. All right.
Yeah.
And they walk up to the gate, beautiful, called beautiful, and they say, silver and gold I don't have, but what I do have, give to you right in the name of Yeshua, in the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth, rise up and walk.
Yes.
I want to know what he knew.
Amen.
Amen.
And that's the thing that is sweeping this nation, if you're listening to it, is going back to what Peter, James, and John knew.
Yes.
When I understood that the whole Bible needed to be understood, taken into context, suddenly I understood difficult passages like this one. With a little bit of research, with a little bit of digging. I'm not saying become Jewish. I'm saying look at what Jews have been holding on to all of these years.
Yes.
They've been preserving for
Yes.
us the meaning of passages like this.
Yes. All right. All right. You see, you confirm that word already.
So, who are the 24 elders? And I'm also going to get into the sea of glass. Now, this part, what I'm going to show you, is actually a way that you can actually put a date, nearly put a date on the time of Yeshua's birth. Because of this right here. See, what it is that in the Jewish temple,
Yes.
and by the way, in our future temple, there are what's called 24 courses.
Yes.
And what's a course?
Oh,
A course is a 2-week period. 24 courses throughout the year. A single course is a 2-week period where 24 priests, both of Aaron and Levi, serve at the temple.
All right.
See, now, John was a Jew. He would have understood this. And he wrote this to go out to the different synagogues and to the Jewish temples and to say, and they would have understood what 24 elders meant.
Yes. All right.
So 24 elders is a picture of the temple, the throne room of God. By the way, how many understand that the throne room of God is depicted on the holy temple on the earth?
Yes.
You look at the description of the temple on the earth, you're looking at the description of the throne room of God.
Yes.
They call the Holy of Holies the Ark of the Covenant. Thank you. The Ark of the Covenant. They call that the Holy Seat.
yes.
It's a depiction of the throne, the very throne of God, where He sits.
All right. All right.
All right. The menorah, 7 golden candlesticks. It's right here. 7. What is it? Verse 5. Lightning thunders. 7 flaming torches.
Yes.
The temple is a picture of the throne room of God.
All right.
24 elders would be the 24 priests serving at the pleasure of the Most High God, the Ancient One, the Holy of Holy, the Ancient of Days, sitting on His throne. They're serving at His pleasure in their course, which are 24 of them throughout the year. That's what that is.
All right.
It's not a big mystery
Right.
if you understand Torah.
All right. Right.
Further, they're wearing white,
Yes.
which means always, it always means, whenever you see this in the book of Revelation and throughout the Bible, whenever you see someone saying that they were wearing white, it means righteousness. It means washed in the blood, righteousness, holiness.
Yes.
The crown means salvation. These were people that were bought and paid for by the blood of the Lamb, and they're wearing their crown in heaven, serving at the pleasure of the Ancient One, the Holy of Holies, the Holy One, in their course.
Yes.
That's all it is. For all you know, you could be one that serves eventually in your course.
Yeah. Amen. Amen. Amen.
God is very particular, though. You have to be the right lineage.
Amen.
All right.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Amen.
It's beautiful. The sea of glass. And there's one part I really want to get into. It just drives me just beautiful, but I hope I have time. Sea of glass. Solomon built the temple, right?
Yes. All right.
All right. When Solomon built the temple, he built a huge brass laver.
Yes. What's the labor?
A laver is a place where it was filled with water. The priests would come and bathe themselves and wash themselves for purification for temple service.
All right.
That's what the laver was. And they called it the molten sea.
Yes. All right.
Now, the original language in Revelation, in this chapter here, it's glassy sea is a very poor translation.
Yes, it is.
It's actually translated the glass sea.
Yes.
All right, it's not the sea of glass, it's not the glassy sea, it's the glass sea. And it says clear as crystal.
Yes.
So this is the laver,
Yes.
where the priests, where the elders in this case, would be purified for service. It's
All right.
made of glass, it's made of crystal. It's beautiful. It's like a huge above ground swimming pool.
All right.
Ginormous.
Hallelujah.
That's what it is. And again, this is written by this, you have to understand, this was written by a Jew. Intended for Jewish audiences. They would have understood
They would have
that.
known right away.
They would have known exactly what it was saying.
Amen. Amen.
It's not that big of a mystery, but if you don't understand Torah things and Torah ways, there is so much temple language inside the book of Revelation
Yes, there is.
that it goes from chapter. It's incredible. There's temple language in there. There's Torah language in there.
All right.
And if you don't understand these things, you're not going to see it. But we've lost this. The 1,700 years of lies we've lost. All right, the part I really want to get into. Let's go back up. I think verse 3 there, Kevin.
Wrong way.
Yep, wrong way.
There you go.
Instantly I was in the, verse 2. Instantly I was in the Spirit, and there before me in heaven stood a throne. And on the throne someone was sitting. And it was the one, the great one, the Ancient of Days. The one sitting there gleamed like diamonds and rubies. Now, diamonds and rubies is actually they messed up here in the Complete Jewish Bible. It's actually, sardius and jasper. Okay? And this is important. The one sitting there gleamed like sardius and jasper. And a rainbow shining like emerald encircled the throne.
All right.
You ready to fall in love with Yeshua all over again?
Yes.
This is amazing, right?
All right. Pastor Fonda has a necklace that she likes to wear. Right, it's okay. But it's a picture of the breastplate that the priests would wear. And I think it's.
I think Kevin can pull it up. Kevin, pull it up.
I was just going to say, you want me to pull one up?
Yeah, real quick, I'm actually on. I apologize, folks. I'm on a time schedule.
That's all right. You're right on God's time.
Yeah.
Amen.
So breastplate. Yeah, let's see if we can get an image there.
Hopefully we'll get it right. Sometimes they put the stones in the wrong place.
Yeah. So you might want a
Preach breastplate.
priest. Yeah. There it is. Priestly breastplate. Yeah. All right. Look at that first image right there. That's actually good enough. If it's big enough. Yeah, that works. All right. If you want to buy one, they're $44.95. All right. So this is a depiction. Can you move your cursor, please? Yes. This is a depiction of what the priestly garment might have, the breastplate might have looked like. In each of these, now understand that in the Middle East and in in Hebrew, rather, I should say, they read and write from right to left.
Everyone in the Middle East.
Yeah. And all the languages actually point to Jerusalem. If you go west of Jerusalem, they right to left, and if you go east of Jerusalem, left to right. It's fascinating.
All right.
But anyway, so the number one position is top right over here.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
The red.
the right, and that is the sardius. By the way,
Okay.
the last one is bottom left,
All right.
and that stone is jasper.
All right.
Okay, so the number 4 position, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 is emerald. So I'm giving you a lay of the land here.
Mm-hmm.
So we have sardius, jasper, and emerald is in the 4 position. Everybody see that?
All right.
Okay.
I can try to make it bigger if you like.
That's okay. These stones are actually described in, I forget where it's at, but I have to look it up again, but they're actually described in the Torah, in the Old Testament, where it says, where Moses is commanded to build a breastplate, to have a breastplate fashioned in this manner. Each stone represents a tribe of Israel.
All right.
All right, you guys tracking with me?
All right.
So each stone represents a tribe of Israel. And they're in the order, by the way, again, from right to left, right to left, right to left. The order of that is by order of birth. So the number one position, and I've lost it. Who was number one position is? No, it's not Judah. Number one position. Who was the firstborn? Oh gosh, I'm totally missing it.
What's that, Peter?
No, there's 12 tribes.
Go there.
Reuben? Yeah, I think it was it Reuben? Yeah, I think it's Reuben. The 12th one was Benjamin. Okay? The 4th one is Judah. So the ones we care about are the first one, the last one, and Judah. Now, in Jewish culture, in Hebrew culture, there's this thing called, you ever say the phrase, yeah, from A to Z, the whole kit and caboodle. Do you mean just A and Z? Or do you mean A through Z, all of it? It means all of it. This is a grammatical depiction that Hebrew culture does the same thing, where when they list the first one and they list the last one, they mean everything in between. So by the colors of sardius and jasper, all of the tribes are represented. Okay? Alright? In that picture there. Then we have the emerald. In the scripture, if you can flip back to, thank you. It says, the one sitting gleamed like sardius and jasper, and a rainbow shining like emerald encircles the throne. A rainbow. If you go back to Noah and the first rainbow, the rainbow was a symbol of his mercy. I swear by myself that I will not flood the earth again. It's a symbol of his mercy. This rainbow happens to be colored in emerald. And emerald is the color of Judah. And where did our king come from? He came from the tribe of Judah. He was known as the Lion of the tribe of Judah. So we have the all of the 12 tribes of Israel represented in those two colors. And then we have Yeshua, our King of mercy, represented in the rainbow that encircles the throne room of heaven. And John saw this in the Spirit. And we have missed it for hundreds of years. That's what we're looking at in the throne. There's so much more. I haven't even gotten into the guys with the faces. It gets deeper and deeper. But that's what I wanted to share with you. It is beautiful when you start digging in and you find that Jesus, Yeshua, he's all over this thing. He's all over it. No matter where you go, it's all about him. And with that, I will yield my time. You went that way. Praise God. Honestly, folks, I apologize, but I do. But anyway, do you appreciate that? Do you like that? Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that gorgeous? Who's heard anything like this before? Who's heard anything like this before? I had never heard anything like this before until I started digging into some of this stuff. And it's beautiful. And there's this is just scratching the surface. Anyway, Wednesday nights we're going over the book of Revelation with more and more of this information. I'm researching what others have searched on before. So, all right, I'm going to give you time.